This is the Tuesday, January 20th, 2021 meeting of the Easton Zoning Board of Appeals. I know there are a couple of attendees waiting. I think I'll wait and read the instructions when we get to the first public hearing. So we have a couple of things on the business meeting agenda. One is to approve the meeting minutes from the June 29th meeting, and the second is to do board reorganization. We need a new chair, vice chair, and secretary, or we can keep the same. It doesn't, whatever everybody's thought is. So
are we doing that first?
For whatever it's worth, I had touched base with Ryan. He would like to stay on as vice chair if the board is amenable, but.
Okay, I move the same slate.
What's that?
I move the same slate continue.
Seconded.
Okay. Tim, you want to stick up for yourself here at all or no?
Oh yeah, I'm fine with continuing as it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
It's fine with me. If anybody wants, they can,
We have
you know.
We have a motion made by Mr. Merlin that the chair will continue to be myself, Michael Spillane. Ryan Cook will be the vice chair moving forward, and Tim McCall will be the secretary moving forward. That motion was seconded by Mr. Watson. All those in favor, we'll do it by roll call vote. Tim?
Hi.
Steve?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
And I'll vote yes as well. It's 5-0, so we'll move on. Somebody want to make a motion to approve the minutes from the June 29th meeting?
I'll move to approve the minutes from the prior meeting.
Okay, motion made by Mr. Curran, seconded by
Seconded.
Mr. McCall. All those in favor? Tim?
Hi.
Stephen?
Aye.
John?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
And I will vote to approve them as well. All right, that concludes the business meeting portion of our meeting tonight. We have, by my clock, about 7 minutes before we can start the next one.
You can let them in and read the instructions, I would think, yes? Before
Yeah, we
6:40.
can. We can. I'll start them a couple minutes early. I'm not sure if the applicant is here yet or not for the first hearing. So I see in the attendee list, we currently have somebody on the phone, so I don't know who that is, if it's an applicant for one of the two hearings or their representative. I do see that we have an abutter for the 190 Washington Street application. So when that matter gets called, I will bring him in as needed. If you are on the phone or you're there, if you can raise your hand and let me know if you belong to either the first or the second hearing we have, that would be great. And if you're on the phone, the raise hand function is *9 on your phone.
This is Bill from 190 Washington Street.
Okay, Bill, thank you. We will, you're the second one on, so I'll bring you in when we start that hearing.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you.
All right. You guys all set or available, I should say, for the August meeting? I think we all confirmed we were, but just to double check.
I'm planning to
President,
be
no.
there.
Okay,
Is that the 17th or the 24th now?
the 24th, Ed.
Yep, it shouldn't be a problem.
All right. The applicant for the first hearing here, so let me read the instructions and then we can open the hearing at 6:40 and have Tim read the legal ad. While the board members or commissioners and applicants will be on video and audio, public participants will join the webinar as an attendee, meaning they will be muted with no video feed from them. Although you can certainly use your video feed while you're speaking and presenting your matter. During the public testimony portion of the meeting, members of the public can be recognized by using the raised hand function found under the participants from Zoom, or make a request in the Q&A function. If you're joining only by phone, you can press *9 to raise your hand. If an applicant wishes to display materials, please let me know. And if you're unsure of how to screen share, and you can email them to me, I can take care of that for you. As in any public meeting, indecent behavior will not be tolerated, and anyone who abuses the meeting platform will be terminated from the meeting. Board members are asked to announce themselves when making a motion and a second so that it will be clear to the audience and minute takers who made the motion. All votes will be by roll call. And when business is indicated on the agenda has been completed, members will vote to adjourn the meeting, signaling the end of the meeting and terminating the ECAT recording. Assuming we don't have any questions, I will bring the applicant in and we can start in just a second. Okay, this is the 6:40 public hearing, special permit number 21-12. Applicant is seeking a special permit for outdoor dining for property located at 402 Turnpike Street. Mr. Secretary, if you wouldn't mind reading the legal ad and any comments that we have.
Sure. The Easton Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on July 20th, 2020 at 6:40 p.m. to be held remotely on the petition special permit Michelle Leandro for property located at 402 Turnpike Street, Southeastern Mass. Assessors map 51U, lot 44, for a special permit pursuant to Easton zoning bylaw Appendix A, Table of Use Regulations E4 as follows. Applicant seeks a special permit for permission to allow outdoor seating on the premises. The virtual meeting link will be contained within the posted agenda at least 48 hours in advance of the meeting. This meeting is also available on masspublicnotices.org. I'll read the comments. Affordable Housing Trust and Historical Commission were both not applicable. Board of Health recommends with the following comment. Please note this facility is on a septic system. The seat count must not increase due to septic flow. Fire Department recommend no comment or concerns. Planning and Zoning on July 12th, 2021. The Planning Board reviewed the special permit application for outdoor seating at 402 Turnpike Street and voted unanimously to recommend it. And those are all the comments.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Just before we get started on both this and the next one, let me say this, the board members that'll be sitting on this are the 5 that are in attendance tonight, myself, Tim McCall, John Curran, Ed Watson, and Steve Merlin. The issues before us on both this application and the next one are, basically just for special permit for whether or not they can conduct the outdoor dining on a permanent basis. Both applicants are going to need to submit to the planning board for site plan endorsement to have the planning board take a deeper look at parking, circulation, pedestrians, layout, all that stuff. So we don't necessarily, although we can certainly ask questions about it, and you could factor that into your decision, you don't need to take that into significant account on whether or not you want to grant the special permit or not. All right. The applicant is here, Ms. Leandro, if you want to, seems pretty straightforward, but if you want to lay out what it is that you want us to consider, that would be great.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So basically, we already have something since COVID that was approved for the town. We just want to have that permanent, like it's gonna be the same, in the same spot that it is right now. So we just want to do something, let's say, better, do a little, looks a little better and keep the way it is as right now, just, do some improvements.
Okay, okay. And I know you addressed in your letter to the board and acknowledged that the seating issue as it relates to the septic system, correct?
Yes, so we would basically, because it's summertime and most of people wants to sit outside, we're just gonna manage to keep the same capacity, sitting people inside and outside, not go over the capacity that we have right now.
Okay, great. Anybody on the board have any questions they'd like to ask?
Nope.
Ed?
No questions. Pretty
Tim?
straightforward.
Okay. Tim?
None for me.
John?
No.
Okay, I don't have any questions either. I'll ask, although I don't see anybody, if anybody from the public is here that would like to participate or comment on this application, let me know either by the raise hand function or you can submit a Q&A on that on Zoom. Give it a minute here. I don't see anybody in the attendees list that is not.
Move to close the hearing then.
Motion by Mr. Merlin to close the hearing, seconded by
Mr. Curran,
Mr. Curran. All those in favor? Steve,
Yes,
John,
yes.
Tim,
Aye.
Ed,
Yes,
and I'll vote to close as well. Somebody want to make a motion on the actual application?
motion to approve special permit subject to not increasing the capacity.
The seating capacity? Okay.
Yes,
seconded.
Seconded by Mr. Watson. Motion made by Mr. Curran, seconded by Mr. Watson. All those in favor?
The motion was made by Mr. Merlin.
Oh, what did I say? Curran?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, sorry about that. Mr. Merlin, my apologies.
it's the same bald head,
yeah. I was gonna say, easily confused.
Motion made by Mr. Merlin, seconded by Mr. Watson. Tim,
Aye. In favor.
Stephen,
Yes,
John,
Yes.
Ed,
Yes,
and I'll vote to approve as well. Thank you very much, Ms. Leandro. You are all set.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you.
Okay, have a good night.
you're welcome.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, moving on, we can, 6:45 on the nose, how about that? 6:45, public hearing, special permit number 21-13. Applicant is seeking a special permit for outdoor dining for property located at 190 Washington Street. Mr. Secretary, would you mind reading the advertisement and any comments, please?
Will do. The Easton Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on July 20th, 2020 at 6:45 PM to be held remotely on the petition, special permit, Billy Callahan for property located at 190 Washington Street, Easton, Mass, Assessors Map 13U, Lot 36, for a special permit pursuant to Easton zoning bylaw Appendix A, Table of Use Regulations E4 as follows. Applicant seeks a special permit for permission to allow outdoor seating on the premises. The virtual meeting link will be contained within the posted agenda at least 48 hours in advance of the meeting. This notice is also available at masspublicnotices.org. Okay, the following DPW, Historical Commission, and Affordable Housing are all not applicable. The Fire Department is complete. No comments or concerns. Planning and Zoning recommended on July 12th, 2020. The Planning Board reviewed the special permit application for outdoor dining at 190 Washington Street and voted unanimously to recommend it. And that's all we have.
All right, great. Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Mr. Callahan, how are you this evening?
Good, good. Thank you for having me.
Okay,
My name's Bill Callahan. I'm a manager at Buddy's Union Villa. My mother-in-law is the owner of the Union Villa, been the owner for 45 years. We would like to continue the outdoor dining as it is set up right now, thanks to the COVID outline for the governor. Really don't want to make any changes. I know on my application I had put, maybe to have music, but I was later informed that that will not happen due to the bylaws for the town. So it's basically, we just want to continue the way it's been for the past year.
okay, fair enough. Anybody on the board have any questions?
No.
No,
No? Tim?
No.
Ed?
Nothing.
I do not have any questions either. We do have a member of the public that had indicated he would like to talk.
Hello.
Hello.
So I'm Mary Taraga with my husband Gary. We're actually neighbors to the villa and to the Richards home. We live at 204 Elm Street, and we've lived here for 44 years. So we just wanted to go on record as saying that the Richards family have always been great neighbors. The original Buddy of the Union Villa was a great guy. I mean, any kind of a snowstorm, pizzas came down the street to all the residents, and it's followed. The management has followed in his stead all these years since. We only had a question, but it's been answered about the music. We were a little bit concerned about having live music on Friday and Saturday nights. Our house is pretty close to the villa, and our den actually is pretty close to where that would be. So
In our bedroom too.
on the second floor. So we're happy that there'll be no music. We're very supportive of the people at the villa. They're great people. They do a lot for the town, and we wish them well.
Great. Thank you very much. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Will we close the meeting?
Yeah, hang on just a second. Mr. Callahan, is there anything else you want to add before we close?
No, I think we're good, and thank you for everybody.
Okay, great. Motion by Mr. Merlin to close the hearing. Does anybody want to second that?
I'll second
Seconded.
it.
Second, if we'll give it to Mr. Curran. All those in favor, Tim,
Aye.
Steve,
Yes.
John,
Yes,
Ed,
Yes.
and I vote to close as well. And anyone?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve the application, special permit application to continue outdoor dining made by Mr. Merlin, seconded by
Seconded.
Mr. Watson. All those in favor, Tim,
Aye.
Steve,
Yes.
John,
yes.
Ed.
Yes.
All right, and I vote to approve as well. So, good luck, Mr. Callahan. Thank you.
Thank
and,
you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, everybody.
Keep going well. So,
Thank you.
all right. Have a
Bye
good
now.
night.
You too.
All right, we don't have anything left to do. Somebody want to make a motion to adjourn
Motion to adjourn.
by Mr. Merlin, seconded by
Mr. Curran,
Seconded.
Mr. Curran, all those in favor? Tim,
Aye.
Steve,
Yes,
John,
Yes.
Ed,
Yes,
and I vote to adjourn as well. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the next 5 weeks or so, and we'll see you on August 24th.
Sounds
You
good.
bet.
take care, gentlemen.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Have a good night.
Take care. Have a
Okay.
good night.
Yeah.
Good night, Suzanne.
bye.
Good night.